I mean, alright. Alright. I will play everything for free, I guess. I have to say, Valgavoth is pretty good as well. As you can see, it really makes a difference. And listen, I think I know what the card is. Oh, Zombify. Don't mind if I get my Atraxa, you know? We are playing them like a fiddle. I exactly tried to go around this, and that's a scoop. That's how you destroy Monoret. Oh look, I don't need to pay ward. Oh look, I have another removal. See ya. Out of Mythic. It's ours. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today one of the most insane reanimators we had in such a long time, because finally we have Zombify back in standard and it's 4 mana resurrect spell in black. We actually don't need to go Orzhov, which perfectly fits Beseech the Mirror because it's triple black, and now we are basically guaranteed to play it on curve, and with nowhere to run, Great Door and Valgavoth Lair, we always can bargain very quickly, which means basically we play 8 Zombifies, and it's very easy to discard our creatures with the Great Door, Liliana and Bitter Triumph. So that's the strategy, and I'll tell you, it kinda destroys the red decks. If you can Zombify on turn 4, they scoop so quickly, so I think you will have a lot of fun today. So what more to say than just enjoy the Reanimator madness. Alright, we're going first. We don't have the perfect hand, but we at least have some removal, so let's take it. With Lairs, it's so easy to bargain, man, especially that we are mono black, so we always have the mana. And honestly, I will go with this. We have enough removal that will unload it normally. We are definitely overdrawing clans. We need some kind of disc. Well, we are definitely overdrawing clans. And our opponent is already annexing us. And we should be reanimating Atraxa on the next turn already. Well, needless to say, that's not gonna happen. And they are like, what the hell is going on? Because our draw is so bad, it doesn't even remind this deck. So, well. So what is our strategy, guys? Well, the strategy is simple. We pray to the shuffler to get the right cards to win the game. This is one of the right cards to win the game. This is something I really wanted earlier, so I can fix the gameplay. We have to go with this. We don't want to take the first hit, especially that the next turn is already Bloodletter. Especially if so many new cards, they probably have it. So if that hit us, yep, the game would be over. So we have to go with this. Our opponent knows what's up, and honestly, there is a chance. There is actually a chance. Atraxa will get removed, so don't get super excited about it. You can just get slightly excited for it, and we can still go for this. Do I want Valgavoth more? I'm not sure. We don't have this choice, so that's I guess fine. Zombify and see what we get. We should get a lot of stuff. We also get another Zombify probably. So, oh, we actually want. All right, Shuffler. All right. So, I think we actually go for another Atraxa. I'm not sure. So, enchantment. So this is our removal, right? We can remove the slasher with this. I don't need nowhere to run. I need nowhere to run because I can draw Bargain. For the land, it should be Crawling Barrens probably. We go for the artifact, and now the choice. Do we want Valgavoth that we can hardcast in few turns? Or we go for nowhere to run? Sorry, Atraxa. I think we go with Atraxa. With the Great Door, we can always get rid of her. And let's go for this. This way we get rid of one of the problems forever. So it was a good turn for us. We have a long way to go, because the opening was so horrible against such a good opening on our opponent's part. As you can see, we guaranteed that Atraxa dies. However, I mean, enjoy. The good part about having bad draw is that you don't care about the discard because there's nothing to discard, so that's my strategy. That's our hidden power of drawing bad cards. However, with this Atraxa we crawled a little bit back into the game. However, we are still at 10. So let's start with, oh, we can actually transform it. That will be a lot of mana. So we have 3 and we can have 4 if we discard something. It's not bad. So I guess keeping Valgavoth would be a little bit better because we can hardcast it. I was considering it, but I didn't check all the, 4 out of 4 thing. I thought it would be later. So I can kill this, which is okay. Yeah, I will just cycle. This is very slow. It costs us full turn and we are already too many turns behind. Now we can play this. We could go for a Virtue, but it's too expensive, right? It's too slow. We will die. So we have to Bitter Triumph this, discard Atraxa, and then nowhere to run the next creature probably. The problem is that we have to do it during the combat phase, and I would so if they know they don't have a demon, they will make another. If they didn't know about it, they can play something else. Well, this makes it easier. This makes it definitely easier. Let's not pay life because we're kinda short on it. This only provides one color. It can be any color, but it's one color. So we cannot make multi-colored spells like Atraxa easily with this. And yeah, that's pretty much the turn. Let's go with Barrens because we have nothing else to do with the mana. A lot of them, so I need to start finding stuff. I mean this... Alright guys, I think we are kinda doing it. Let's not take the Great Door, even though it can be useful. Let's Zombify and see what we will get. Man, this Atraxa is really hard keeping us in the game. She will die, but we also can kill our other stuff. Alright, I have potentially 3 mana. What is the land? Swamp, so we know we have 3 mana. I could go Liliana, and then we get hit by 4 at most. I will definitely take Valgavoth. Nowhere to run. Oh, and now is it Zombify? I think it's Zombify, because Atraxa will die on the same turn, right? We play this. You know what? Liliana is nice, but I think this is even better because it enables extra play. So that's a really big deal. I should do it during their turn, so that was a bit of a bad play on my part. No reason to do it now, especially against mono black. They cannot counter, they cannot protect it, it's just bad play overall. Here it is, as expected, and I really hope that the play won't be a 4 mana demon. It will be a 4 mana demon, the best one as well. So this is a bit of a problem. I cannot do anything about it. Down to 2, that means the next demon, even with Ritual Chamber, literally kills us. So I need instant speed removal to even start, and that's not great. I think we will be dead, especially with this draw. Forgot that we have Atraxa that gets all the deck basically, so we need to go for the throat with this, or Bitter Triumph, and we actually have it. Alright, we can only take one of them. Probably another Atraxa. Man, Atraxa is kinda insane, I have to say. Oh, this is enchant. Of course it's an enchantment. Why wouldn't it be? Alright. That means we can play Liliana and save go for the throat. So you know what? Man, I cannot believe. I think we can actually win this because they will probably be greedy and go for the Ritual Chamber, which means, well, it's still 2 mana, right? It's still 2 mana, so they will probably play a removal as well. 1 card, huh? I don't think we need more Lairs, we need them only for bargain, and they are slow and we are fighting for survival. Alright, good for them, good for them. Hopefully that's the only demon they will use. Slasher, please go Slasher, because that wins me the game. You got it, you got the thing. Let's see if they have 2 mana removal. I don't think they have, I think this was no priority at the instant speed. So whether it doesn't matter, duress doesn't matter. All that matters is that we hit once with Atraxa, and now they pay life. And I cannot believe we will actually win this. I think we go this, we swing for victory, and it actually is heavy. Oh my god, we hit it. Alright, that's it. So now we can go with Liliana. +1 is basically free,
I'm tired of your secrets.
and we can play Valgavoth Hardcast. Right? That means they need to sacrifice triple permanence as well. I mean, we are going for the blood right now. 4. And I never flipped it because it's too slow. You need to pay 4 mana and then it's tapped, so you cannot use it for mana. And I don't have 1 turn to, give away. So this is 4 damage only. If they have another one, it still doesn't kill us, which means that we can double lifelink. Our opponent is really stacked on those demons, honestly. I thought that they will run out of bloodletters a long time ago. And that's enough. That is enough. We can go for the Great Door at the end step to cycle 1 of the cards. But the game is over because we will try to sweep all of this. Perfect, perfect. We can even go for the demon. And we will get those cards, right? Let's go for Liliana. They will go for the slasher and we'll try to kill everything here. Well, we don't really need to. This won't matter for the rest of the game.
One of your friends has to leave.
And here it... Oh, right, it's exiled. Why wouldn't it be? So, let's go. Oh my god, I cannot believe how close this game was. And we actually managed to salvage it. We also have Beseech the Mirror, so we could even zombify another Atraxa and refill our full hand. I have to say, Atraxa is absolutely amazing. Like, I should go for the Bloodletter, but I'm sorry guys, I'm too excited that we're actually winning this. Should I go for the Barrens? Should I go for the Bloodletter? The answer is yes and yes. Do I have direct damage in this deck? Probably not. Probably not. So I will just play Virtue of Persistence. I think that should make it easier. I mean, alright. Alright. I will play everything for free, I guess. I have to say, Valgavoth is pretty good as well. Yep, they can get it back, but it will never be viable for the rest of the game because it's too slow. Bro, I'm still killing it, alright? I'm still killing it. With, oh man, if they did it during the second main phase, I could actually play it. I have to say, this game was something else, man. I really cannot believe we actually won this. Yeah, good game. Honestly, I was super lucky with the win. The early game was so bad for us that I don't think we should have any chance of winning. We take a lot of damage. Well, not really a lot, I guess. Let's take the Bloodletter. Our opponent is nice enough to play the game. And I will Beseech the Mirror, so we can, you know, do the stuff we want. We can actually double Beseech the Mirror, which is nice. Let's go for the Throat and show the full potential. Like, this deck can do so much. Alright, our opponent is playing, so... our game plan is to, of course, survive the early game. We have Atraxa, so we have the creature, we don't have the reanimation spell, and we don't have this card. So we will try to draw cards and kill those porous creatures, because you know that's the name of the game. And then we will try. We can keep it as a surprise, so they don't know that Hexproof doesn't protect against anything. It might cost them extra turn if they want to play a 2-drop with protection, for example. And then we Beseech the Mirror on the remaining part of the combo. So now they can make a choice, alright? See, and they're playing 1-drop because they want to protect it. However, it won't work. However, we still need to draw a land, we need to draw something to discard, so it's still not fully over. I wonder if they will try to pump it at the end step. I will take 1 damage, especially that we're at 22, so our opponent will probably feel a little bit pressured. Only one, so this is interesting, you can name the color with this one. Don't forget. Okay, this is a very interesting play, and we are going with this. Because right now, every spell they cast doesn't pump the Monastery Swift Spear. That means they are literally losing damage if they try to protect the hero. Oh, let's see if they want to protect the hero. I don't think they can protect it really. Hexproof won't work. I guess they could get it to 3-3, but that still means it does nothing. So they're actually giving up on this, which is the correct choice probably, and trying to go with the Swift Spear. But is this the... Oh man, they think it's good, but they don't know what our hand is. Oh boy, when they play the next creature, they will scoop so... Man, we are actually crushing it in Mythic. Because we can play this, kill this very easily. The only thing we need to consider is that they can pump the toughness of this creature. But I really want to get 2 for 1. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. I will take this damage. If I have to. I really want them to pump. Man, we are playing them like a fiddle. I exactly tried to go around this, and that's a scoop. That's how you destroy Monorite. Oh look, I don't need to pay ward. Oh look, I have another removal. See ya. Out of Mythic. It's ours. And now we can go for probably Liliana. So I will actually bargain. Because then we can get rid of the last card, and we also have Zombify for the future. So let's go for Liliana. We already play her because we bargain. And that's the last card. And now they are in full top deck mode while we have the reanimation target. I tell you, man, like a fiddle. Alright guys, our hand is kinda okay. And we are against top decker. Oh no, my Arc Nemesis. I think we lost. I think we lost. He's on the play with tier 1 aggro and he's top decker. Alright, I think we are gone. I think we are gone. However, jokes aside, we have plenty of removal. However, if our opponent is on the play, that really puts them behind on curve, because we have 2 removal in a row. So if we were on the play, we would already be removing this. However, now they have a full turn and they always have 1 extra creature, which makes Liliana worse. So we probably want to start drawing more removal, and we ain't doing it. So that's bad. That's bad. So this is a double striking mouse. Let's go for this one. I hope they will try to pack Scavenger with like insane value. So my hope for this game is they don't have a third creature, because very often they don't. Like 1 creature, oh my god, they're really good at this game. He wasn't like, man, he's actually great at the game. Oh boy, so what can we do? I think we actually have to go with a swamp. You know what? There are 2 ways to play this. I could play Liliana, she will slow our opponent down, and then we Beseech the Mirror and we reanimate. Yeah, that has to be the play. We can go for the Great Door, but it's worse. And we cannot rely that Liliana will survive, so we need to get rid of Atraxa on this turn, which really gives away our game plan. Still, our opponent... Oh, land. I hoped for a pump spell, but it's fine. Hero, alright. I mean, on the next turn we are... I think we won the game. Our opponent is not top decking enough. He's he's fake. He's not a real top decker. And that's why we have things like Beseech the Mirror in this deck, and as you can see, it really makes a difference. And listen, I think I know what the card is. Oh, Zombify. Don't mind if I get my Atraxa, you know? We also get a land for the next turn, so even though you sacrifice the land, you don't even care. And what do we go? Zombify. I probably want Valgavoth, so we can have something to reanimate. We only have 1 artifact, and probably 1 land. We don't... Alright. Isn't this a good play for the turn? I should probably discard first. Honestly, let's go for plus, because I want to get rid of Valgavoth anyway. Which means, by the way, we can just Valgavoth on the next turn, so they need to go through Atraxa, and that's game. That's explosion time. And they are actually playing. Alright, I didn't think they will. Let's go for this. Let's torment our opponent. They should leave. They should know the game is over, but they're still trying to force their, basically brute force their way, because they have so many enablers. So let's enjoy, because this is our moment to shine against tier 1 deck. Don't forget, they were on the play, and this is basically the best deck of the format, I think. And look at this, they cannot do anything against us. We have 16-16 with lifelink. Oh, I don't feel bad. I'm sorry. Our opponent really needs to scoop right now. Can they make peace with the situation? Yes, they finally did. After we hit for 16, we are at 41. Oh, and they are dead as well. So yeah, that's how we do it. Alright, we're going first, and man, every time you see Great Door, you know it will go well. Because you can cycle all the cards, all the creatures, and you basically get everything for Zombify ready. So yeah, and you also draw into Zombify. So that's why the other part is just, man, without this, the hand would be horrible. We actually would lose. But with this, I think we can go absolutely crazy with this very quickly. Once we cycle those 2 cards into Zombify and something, man, we would already lose. If not the Great Door, this draw would lose the game instantly. But with the Great Door, it's actually an amazing draw. Okay, maybe not amazing. I would probably prefer land into Zombify, but we will get to it. And I don't think they can get rid of... Oh, they don't know. They don't know. Oh, I almost feel bad. Oh my god, we are playing the same thing. Alright, this could be interesting. I need to hit Zombify like right now. Right now. And we are not hitting it. Right now. We have 1 more chance. Right now. Alright guys, I'm not very good at this game. We pay 3 life, we get rid of Liliana, because I don't want, this anti-Valgavoth deck. And let's see who was better at Magic and got the 4-mana reanimation spell. And I'll be honest, it's not me. I'm not this one. I'm not the player. So let's see if our opponent hit Right of the Moth. Alright, they're trying to get the card. Obviously we can remove it, but it's not really a threat. It's just, you know, a start to the threats. Alright, I mean, look at our graveyards. Two Valgavoth Enjoyers just trying to reanimate big cool creatures. However, we have nowhere to run. I'm not sure if it's worth playing, to be absolutely honest. This could be a surprise. We can also -6 something, but Valgavoth is a 9/9, so we need to draw another. I'm not sure. This doesn't do anything, so I'm not going for it. Please. The Great Door. Almighty Door. Please give me something that isn't a lot of lands, and we are getting a lot of lands. Do I go with the Barrens or just Virtue this? Oh, I don't like this. So if they play another door, we will go with nowhere to run. If not, we probably activate Barrens for, you know, for reasons. Whoever draws the first reanimation spell probably will win the game, so... We are drawing 2 cards a turn. We should be the one winning, but I'm not sure if we will. I'm not sure if we will. Alright. They will attack. They want us to sacrifice Barrens, and they are probably still stuck with removal. I will take... well, let's take this one hit. I really think on the next turn we should hit Zombify, so it should be fine. If I won't hit anything on the next turn, then we play like this. Alright. They probably will try to get Liliana back, right? Or the doll. The doll probably. Okay. Both are a fair choice. Not much we can do about this one. However, we can activate the Barrens, so let's see what the play is. I can remove this.
Something suspicious is going on.
And they used a lot to get it. I don't need more lands. I will still keep removal because it actually does something a little bit. Right, this is a very interesting choice. They could just draw cards with this. They didn't go for it at all. So let's go. This will get it to 2/2/2. Not the best draw of the year, and we have one more, so let's see if we can hit Zombify. This is not the worst, but let's get Valgavoth in the graveyard. We get this. They can be aggressive, but it doesn't kill us right now, so it's okay, kinda. Liliana is important, not because of the discard, but because of the -2, which goes completely around Valgavoth and stuff. So you don't want her lingering in the battlefield, and the ultimate. He was better at Magic. What can I say, guys? Our opponent was actually the better player. We have one more chance to draw a removal. You know what? Oh, whatever we discard, they will get it, but it's okay. This is actually okay. Surprisingly so. So we need to play this. I told you, there is a chance that this play might be made, and we can deny one time when our opponent is better at Magic than us. But I need to start doing, and I have 4 Bargain, Beseech the Mirror, and 4 Zombifies. So the fact that they drew it first and they only have 4 rights probably is actually crazy, because we have twice the chance and we also draw twice the cards. But you still need to be good at the game. I'm not sure if they have another Valgavoth. They probably have, right? I think they had 2. Yep. So they will just reanimate again. And at this point we will probably lose the game. Let's see what they have. Not a surprise. So now we need to hit Zombify and get our Valgavoth and hope that it's enough. I'm not sure if that's enough. Let's see the card. Man, we actually cannot draw it still. Like, that's kinda crazy. And I don't have even permanence. Is it? How do it work? Non-land permanence. So even if that will be a creature, it's still it still cannot do stuff. So yeah, I think we can try to get one more turn out of this, but it's really bad. Really, like, there's no chance at winning at this point. They can also take our best card, but the game ended when they drew Right of the Moth and we didn't draw any of our 8 reanimation spells. That's kinda crazy, because we had like twice the chance to draw it and twice the number of cards that we can draw, so a very unfortunate game. We have Mirror strategy and they drew the combo and we didn't, even though we had higher chance of drawing it. So yeah, probably at this point it won't make a difference. Now they have the same engine as we are, because they got it from our deck. The only chance is to take 11 damage, probably even higher, but they cannot go for double fortress. They should just go all in. There's, like, at this point I cannot recover. But I will try. I will get the next draw. If we can Zombify, maybe we can play Atraxa and get some answers. Like, it's not a good game plan, but at this point you don't have good game plans. And I probably need to activate this as well, and it might get removed, and that's also a risk we need to take. Sure. And here's the removal. So, can we do anything? I can take 3 damage and prevent 1, and then they go for another fortress. There's nothing good that we can do. I honestly give up. Like, if the draw discrepancy is so big, I mean, Shuffler always wins. And at this point, by the way, they can literally play our Valgavoth for free. I will try to play Atraxa, but I don't think we can recover from this. They can just attack with that stuff, and that should be enough. So we need to take... Nowhere to run doesn't matter. It has 4 toughness. There's literally nothing we can do, right? Because we die to the attack trigger. Well, you better draw your cards. We will never know. We'll never know. But all I will know is I will kill the next 2 creatures. Probably the 3 ones. When I see such an aggressive mulligan, I usually think about mono red. And that means also that they will probably play a creature and try to pump it. I hope it's 2 mana creature. Alright, they see no priority, so they will probably go for it. And they will probably protect it, which isn't perfect for us, but this is as good as it gets, because our opponent tried to mulligan hard for the perfect hand, and the Shuffler was merciful, and they got the perfect hand. However, we can go with this, and that helps a lot. However, as every red card, after it gets countered, it still gets the value. That seems to be the rule. So we will, as punishment for killing a creature, we get basically Lightning Bolt in the face, actually improved one, and by destroying the enchantment, we give them extra draw, and of course they have a haster, which means that they can kill Liliana. So I love this part when you draw all the answers, it's still not enough, because it's red. Alright, 2 creatures. Extremely good for them. Absolutely extremely good for them. However, can we give them 1 single turn to not kill us? No, we don't need to, because we can Bitter Triumph the Challenger, discard Atraxa, and then Beseech the Mirror for Zombify, and that's the winning play. We'll definitely discard a card. You want to do it now while they are tapped. They cannot protect it, and most of all, they cannot draw another card. Basically, if they target it, it gets back them from mulligan completely. Like, single targeting. This card is actually one of the things keeping them in the mid game, because they get like 2 or 3 extra cards usually, and that's enough. And by the way, that's why we play the enchantment lands. You can see how big of a difference it makes. Suddenly, you actually have a normal play, and especially that our play is game deciding, and it also redraws you a land with Atraxa. That means it's basically free. Man, I nearly went with Atraxa. Man, I need to talk less sometimes. Alright, let's get Atraxa and see a juicy scoop from our opponent. Here we go. Here we go. And now man, I have to say, Atraxa is insane card. Like, the fact that you redraw basically the full hand is just... Wow, that's pretty decent. So enchantment, let's go for this one. This is the creature, this is removal, so we don't need to discard. Beseech the Mirror. Oh, let's get this one. Yep, and I think that's all the cards. You know, just a new hand, cause why not? And also a lifelinker with 7 toughness. So even the red creature cannot go through it. Probably Scoop is incoming. I don't know what they need to have to make this above 7/7, and even if they go through, they only get 1 hit, which won't kill us, and then we go for the throat and kill it in response. So I don't think there's any combination of 2 extra cards in hand that can get them above what we need. Feathered Flight is the closest one, and it will pump to what, 4, 5? Yeah, only to 5, so it actually cannot block Atraxa anyway. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the Reanimator madness, and I have to say, Zombify is a pretty good card. The fact that you don't need all this court mana for Wraith of the Moth, you don't even need to go Orzhov, you can just stay mono black, and I'll be honest, like, mono black has pretty decent removal, so suddenly if you are getting matched with, you know, an aggro deck, which you will, and you can just destroy all of them, especially that Nowhere to Run goes with this double role of being super quick, flexible removal, but at the same time, time also being Beseech the Mirror fuel, and at the same time preventing basically the most popular Boros deck from kinda working. Their whole idea is that they can protect their creatures. Against 4 of those, you will get so many wins just in spite of the hexproof. So the deck is definitely situated in a very good spot here, especially that with Atraxa you can outvalue all the slower decks, even if you have this last play of, okay, I play Zombify, this is my last card, and suddenly you have Atraxa, so it means you have a new hand. And I'll be honest, you will probably hate Liliana, Zombify, and Atraxa in the new hand as well, or just Great Doors, you can cycle them, so you can just keep repeating it forever. So man, this deck is something else. And before we go further, a huge thanks to our amazing patrons for allowing the channel to grow, and really thank you guys for support. It means a ton, and I thank you every day, but I'm still super thankful for this, so appreciate it. And I hope you're enjoying the content. Like, we're trying to make cool decks every day, and I think we're doing a decent job at it. So the only thing that I'm not sure, I think Crawling Barrens maybe should be 2 off, because it's not like, you have seen that in some of the games it did a lot, but it's usually not game deciding card, and I think with 2 we never can get mana screwed. I think it was on the video, right? I had once a hand with double Barrens, and it actually cost me a mulligan, so I think maybe it's not super worth it, but I'm not sure, maybe I was just unlucky. On the Zombify Beseech the Mirror, I think it's an amazing way to play the deck, and it really makes the deck so slick, so concise, and everything is just so efficient. With triple black mana, you always cast it on turn 4, so it literally is playing like 8 Zombifies. If you want to have more discard tools, you can go more Bitter Triumphs and less go for the fruits or other removal. However, I honestly didn't feel like it's needed. We have like 10 ways to discard a card, but if you feel that sometimes you have those bombs in the hand and you don't have way to discard, you can just add Bitter Triumphs, it's fine. So we have a lot of ways. You can even add Rankle Sprung because it discards 2 cards, but I think it's a little bit too slow. It's sorcery speed, it deals some symmetrical damage. You probably can get better than this. And you can also play Eclipse if you really want, because it can be tutored with Beseech the Mirror, and sometimes it might be enough to win the game, but I wanted to keep it as concise as possible, and we have so much removal. Most of the time we can just keep trading 1 for 1, and then when they go this Offspring for 4 mana or something and they get 2 cards in 1, I mean, that's fine. I already have my Atraxa on the board and I can trade 2 cards for 1 and still win. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this crazy deck. It seems to be very solid and precise, so I hope you will like it. And yeah, that's kinda it for today. So thank you guys for watching, and see you tomorrow.